The conjugate.
The conjugate, exactly. So the conjugate, can anybody quickly define what the conjugate is from your vocab you wrote 2 days ago? Yes, Rashid?
Change part of the middle two.
Correct. To change the sign of the middle two terms. So in this case, you have this. You basically go, so if I have square root of x plus 3, its conjugate is going to be square root of x minus 3. So you're pretty much changing the sign. So whatever is inside the square root stays, the outside changes. Is that clear to you? So now this step, you're going to do limit x approaching 0, square root of x plus 1 minus 1 divided by x, times, we multiply and divide by its conjugate. So that's the first step. You see the square root, you multiply and divide by the conjugate. So from here, where do we go next? Correct. And why do we do the a squared minus b squared? Can we quickly recap that? That's right, when you're multiplying. So after this point, what you're going to do is, you're going to multiply the numerator. It's a fraction. So when you multiply that, this becomes from a minus b. This is one term. A minus b times a plus b. So you apply this property. So limit x approaching 0. So I'll just write it by the side. You're using a minus b times a plus b equals a squared minus b squared. So you're doing that to the numerator. So when you multiply the numerators, you apply the special product. And the denominator is just the same. We're just multiplying two terms. Are you following that? So, yes. This is only for the numerator. So a squared, like yesterday, when I square the square root, so it's going to, the square root is going to go away, you end up with x plus 1. So I'm doing all this work by the side so you understand what's going on. Are you following? So when I apply this, so a squared, so this step is going to be square root of x plus 1, so a squared minus b squared. You get it? Divided by x times, so this will be square root of x plus 1 plus 1. So this is one term, and there's that other one. So now it becomes limit x approaching 0. I'm rewriting it. So x plus 1 is the square root will just be x plus 1 minus 1. Get it? So divide, sorry, what's the question? Are you following this? So now divide by x. I keep the new denominator as such. We don't have to. So when you are trying to plug in, substitute the limit, we leave it in that form. We don't need to simplify. We don't need to do anything. Because you will see in the process something is going to get canceled. So leave it as such. You don't have to. See, you'll be tempted to distribute. You don't have to do all of it. Okay? So keep the denominator the same way. Okay? So now limit x approaching 0. Look at the numerator. So x plus 1 minus 1, right? So the 1's cancel out. You see that? Sorry?
Why can we do that?
Because it's regular subtraction. It's nothing. There's no calculus. There's no calculus involved yet. All this is just algebra. So, yes, it's just regular. So x plus 1 and minus 1, they cancel each other. You're left with x divided by x times square root of x plus 1 plus 1. But to answer TZ's question, if I change it, or Now it's all in the factored form. Keeping expressions in the factored form, like as products, like something times something, that's always simple when you're trying to cancel terms. As opposed to if you distribute it and things, then you're complicated. So the factor form is the simplified form. Is that clear to you? So that's why when you look now, the numerator and the denominator. See this? You see the denominator is the factor form? So, look at my numerator. What can I do with the numerator and denominator? That's it. You cancel out the x. So when you cancel the x off, you end up getting limit x approaching 0. So this becomes, so these two will cancel and it will end up being 1, right? Yes, some of you do that. So 1 divided by square root of x plus 1 plus 1. You see? So until now, there is no calculus involved. This is just pre-calc and algebra where you're trying to simplify a given term. Now, apply the limit and see. So this is as far as you simplify it. So when you apply the limit, as x approaching 0, what happens? 1 divided by square root of 0 plus 1, which is will give you 1. So 1 plus 1, 1 over 2. That's it. So therefore the whole, yeah. Yes. No. Sorry? So after I substitute the 0 in over here, so 1 divided by 0 plus 1, which is square root of 1. So if you want me to write it out, square root of 0 plus 1 plus 1. So that will be square root of 0 plus 1, 1. Square root of 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2.
So can you make the whole problem?
This is the whole problem. That's it.
No, I mean the whole problem.
We will. I'll get you, we'll work out one more problem and then you. I know. Where? I did not put it. The actual answer. The actual question. Is this clear to all of you? Yeah. Okay. So it is. There is going to be a shortcut. You'll understand. We'll do one more. Okay.